Jones wants to throw to start things out here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Boy, I tell you, the schedule makers got it right here in Week 1. A lot of great games today. And another Buffalo and the Jets right here in this very stadium tomorrow night. Won't that be fun? But of these two teams, Charles, Giants and Cowboys, which one do you think is the bigger threat to Philadelphia in the NFC East?
As we start here right now, it's got to be Dallas. How explosive are they offensively? Extremely. And on the defensive side of the ball, they take it away from teams. But don't count out the Giants. Their defense, they get after you with a lot of pressure. If their quarterback continues to grow, look out.
And Saquon going to have a Giants first down as the tackle made up near the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gold River! Gold River! Up we go! Biggie! Dom Capers! Great! Gold
now
River,
Jones wants to change it up. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Gold Cyclone! Troy Johnson! Other side. Up we go!
Throwing Jones. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Cadence, lock in the cadence. Detroit. Hey, alert.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Now Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw. Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. Calling a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. That ball caught by Campbell. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Second and a couple.
Woodland, Woodland, Gold Woodland, Gold Woodland, Gold Woodland. Great, 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 great.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Cowboys 0.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Click right, click right, click right. Up and go.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach. Timberland, Timberland, Timberland. Up and go.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. But guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Rita. Troy. Timberland.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys will be able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Jackson. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Jones looking to change the play. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A slim deficit here, a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Cowboys 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. Well, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Inside the 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Elsa! Why shift to Cruz?
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
Okay, here we go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Dom Capers. Great. Detroit Johnson. Other side.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. A solid stiff arm, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 53 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Prescott now. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Deonte Banks with it. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Apple, 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 apple. Out to go.
Jones throwing to start the drive. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Here we go, hey.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Go north salad. Go north salad.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Isaiah Hodgins, 26 yards. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Holmes returning from his end zone, powering his way forward. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw is Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
89 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, it's Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
South salad, south salad, south salad, south salad. Cockroach, cockroach.
Back to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running, and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
For the Giants field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Here's 1st and 10.
One last shot now for Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games are always